Good morning. Have you ever been out at night with somebody and all of a sudden they said, "Look, a shooting star." And as soon as you look up, it's too late. It's already gone. And they got to see it, but you didn't. But conversely, there may have been a time when you knew a meteor shower was going to happen, and you went out in expectation of seeing shooting stars, and you and whoever you're with, all of you are looking up, and together you see the stars. Oh, there's one, there's one, there's one, and you get to see all of those shooting stars. What is the difference between the first story and the second? The difference is, in the first one, you weren't prepared to look for a star. You were doing something else. You were distracted or whatever, and your friend or whoever saw the shooting star, but you missed it. But in the second one, you were prepared for it. You went out expecting to see a meteor shower, and so you did. Matthew tells us in his gospel, in the time of King Herod, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem asking, "Where is the child who has been born, the King of the Jews? For we observed its star at its rising, and we have come to pay him homage." I find it significant that they say, "We saw his star as soon as it rose." These were men who went out every single night expecting to see something in the stars that would tell them about what was going on earth. And so as soon as there was something different, they noticed it. They noticed it together and they acted. But they could not act unless they had first been prepared, unless they went out night after night after night so they could tell when there was something different. During this season of Advent and Christmas, we can get so busy doing everything that we do. Just on Sunday, I took in a list of things that I needed to do before worship, and it is 8 things deep, and it kept me a little bit harried. And when worship started, I realized that I needed to really prepare myself for worship, because from the moment I'd set foot in the building, I'd done nothing but race around, being too busy to actually spend time waiting and experiencing and expecting to experience the presence of God. The 40th Psalm, the very first verse says, "I waited patiently for the Lord. He turned to me and heard my cry." And I want to encourage us this week of preparation, that we spend time patiently waiting for the Lord. And that may mean different things for different ones of us. For the rest of the week, I'll be giving you some ideas. But for today, I want to simply invite you to wait patiently for the Lord, and whatever that means for you. It may mean getting a glass of tea and enjoying a nice hot cup of tea and sitting and just being quiet. It may mean taking a walk. It may mean going into your bedroom and shutting the door and telling everybody to leave you alone while you spend just a few minutes waiting patiently for the Lord. Whatever you need to do this day, do to wait patiently for the Lord, not in hopes, kind of like if that God might show up, but like if we're out one night and we might see a shooting star, but rather like a night when you go out to look for a meteor shower and you know they're coming, you just have to wait for them. I waited patiently for the Lord, and He turned to me and heard my cry. Let us do that today, and then we will also practice that the rest of the days this week. And we can do those things, of course, because God is with us.